everyone! I hope you're having a lovely day. I am Kate in Fantasylands, and this is the Bookworm Challenge, where I have to read and do absolutely everything in Genshin Impact. And today I'm planning to do Eula's story quest, as you have probably seen. But I believe that that quest is actually pretty short. I have obviously played through it before, and I forgot to heal my characters since yesterday. They had a rough time. But yeah, I'll do the story quest, and if I have time, there are lots of mails that I have to read, unfortunately. And there is also one single Traveler's Tales anecdote that I can do. I think Eula was it. Yes. So yeah, lots of things I could do, but let's start with the main event. So, let's go. The spring... By the way, I should check my microphone. I had trouble with it again today. Okay, everything seems fine. The spindrift shall never return to the sea. Aphros Delos Chapter Act 1. Shadow of the Past. In Mondstadt. Talk to Master Jean. Master Jean has a special task for you. Head to the Knights of Favonia's headquarters to find out more. Oh, I'm so happy that I finished with all the event things. Because this would have been so impossible without them. I mean, not having been finished. I will still ignore that spin crystal. I don't want to read that today. Okay, let's go. As far as I remember, all these early quests were really short. And it's not like they were bad, but they had very little going on. Like, I think Albedo's one that I replayed a few months ago didn't even have a cutscene. So, yeah. Okay, let's go.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy.
Yeah.
Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with.
I just realized that just a few days ago I was getting Eula drunk, and now the Traveler is going to meet her for the first time, supposedly. Teyvat's timeline is truly mysterious. The Knights are busy as ever. Sounds like typical Master Jean to me.
Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able to catch a moment of peace. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today.
Do you ever wonder whether if time is all happening, everything in time is happening at the same time? Like the present, past, and future happening at the same time? Do you ever think that one day they're going to kind of bring about the old versions of places? Like, the Beast sibling is already trying to bring Canria of old into the present day and age. So, I think I theorized about this a bit before as well, but what if something goes bad and he brings more than he initially intended? Anyway.
The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter.
But why us? Sounds like a job for the Knights of Favonius to me.
Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights.
It's so weird to see this bubble when it's supposed to be in a completely different time.
No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
But as the honorary knight, I technically also belong to the Knights.
You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius, but you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You're a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
I actually wonder, now that Varka returns to Mondstadt, do you think there will be like a continuation of this whole debacle between the aristocracy and the Knights? Because we're also getting Dormant Port very soon, right? I wonder what kind of stories they will weave with that place.
Whoa, leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan.
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch.
Leave it to me. I hope things will go smoothly.
Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Okay, let's go. Wait, can I talk with her?
Schubert can be quite touchy, so it may not be easy to get along with him at first. But as long as matters remain calm, then you should be able to come to friendly terms with him.
Yeah, we shall see. I actually don't remember that much about this quest. Okay, let's find Schubert somewhere. Is that a mushroom? Yesterday I was going go around Mondstadt searching for mushrooms and now I find them easily. This is so unfair. But I will take it. I still need to improve Barbara. Oh, no. Jean is with the dandelions, right? Okay, just Barbara with them. Schubert?
Huh? Who are you?
A passing traveler?
Hello, we're here too.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, what's wrong? I remember now.
What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong?
Yeah.
Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner?
Yeah. I think I can do that.
Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility.
I have forgotten just how full of himself he is. And how rude! You're a traveler of some variety. Oh my, the variety that can use lots of elements to shorten your lifespan in different various ways.
If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
I can't believe this guy is more full of himself than the doctor.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman, and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation.
Poor guy, no one news to him anymore to have his problems. Sounds like too much hassle to me. It's no wonder the aristocracy fell.
What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility?
I dare.
I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor.
Sure.
Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth.
I haven't even said anything yet. Well, to be fair, she has said a few things. This guy. I am so happy how this quest progresses. It's starting to come back to me.
Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies.
Okay.
Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
Well,
Ugh, so this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
you know what? Like, if you had this happen in the real world, I would be embarrassed for the man. Like, he should really move on with times. Poor guy, still stuck in thousands of years ago. Well, not thousands, but hundreds. Wait, Vio?
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Was that Vio that was talking with the knight?
Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Kinda, yeah.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
It's a long story. It wasn't our fault. The guy was just so full of himself.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up.
Thank you. That's Amber for you.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence, but it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
It's kind of funny though that Paimon is so rude to so many characters, like Venti for example, calling him tone-deaf bard and such. And to Schubert, she's like, oh, he's just peculiar.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
So you heard. No. Sounds like you're no stranger to his rants.
I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore.
Why do they even call them aristocrats anymore? At this point, they should call them former aristocrats. And also, I wonder... I don't remember if they explain in the quest, but what do they do to keep having money? Like, Mondstadt is mostly producing wine and alcohol, and that's kind of deluxe work. And I wonder if they're in the same area of business, just being small fry, or if they're doing something else.
However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company.
Jean told us that the Lawrence clans sees the Knights as enemies. How could a member of the Lawrence clan join the Knights?
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her.
Yeah, you can say that.
In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family.
She sounds like quite the character. I guess that's understandable from their point of view. Now the first one.
She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm Bear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Let's
Who'd
go.
have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
They have just the... Yeah, this is just the normal conversations you get with NPCs. Okay, let's go. The Fatui? I don't know why, but I thought that when I meet her, she was fighting with a Mitature or something like this.
Huh? The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
That's... No, why am I with Kaya? I forgot to change.
Close your eyes.
Okay, never mind. It will be fine.
Falls.
It's just Fatui.
Observe.
I should change to Fisho. I even built her a bit last time. No.
Be silent. To dust.
Okay. New enemy. No. Please don't shield up.
Go, Barbara. Let's dance.
Observe. Close your eyes.
Okay.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets?
I bet it's more than an hour. I'm sorry, Eula. That music, though, very different from everything I've heard in Genshin recently. Do we ever hear this kind of music around Mondstadt? Because I don't think so. Now I'm even more curious about Dormant Port, and if they're going to do something with the Lawrence clan there. Okay, let's continue.
And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
I'm sorry, Eula.
What?
I'm sorry. Vengeance?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too.
I thought you were tracking them.
If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit.
Well, you can take the credits. I mean, the Traveler has more than enough credits.
Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Actually, I'm quite used to fighting the Fatui. I know my way around a fight.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
This is even more funny now after everything that has happened in the game. Like, yeah, you defeated Dottore in his godlike form, but oh no, 3 Fatui at the same moment. Thank you. Thank you for the concern. Truly.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Because in the future, that happened like a few days ago, I make you a very cool drink that you'd really like.
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
I can see. On this account, because I have not explored the early areas yet, it's always so ridiculous when I see a huge chest just out there in the cutscene.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Maybe she needs one more drink after all.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
So, you must be Eula.
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange, although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards.
But that's what the Amber called us the very first time. Strange but respectable travelers.
Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
He may be secretly involved with the Fatui?
I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
I said maybe.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Aren't you curious about your uncle? Or aren't you worried about your uncle?
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Have you ever actually thought about this? Durin's problem in his story quest, obviously spoilers if you have not yet played Durin's story quest, but it's already quite old. Durin's problem was that the storyline that was set for old Durin was kind of infringing on his existence, basically making him be an evil dragon. And yet, we have the Lawrence clan, and specifically Eula, who have changed their story completely. Like, she's not a ruthless ruler. And even if the Lawrence clan, other people from there are ruthless, they're not rulers. So I do wonder. I kind of hope they will do something with Lawrence clan in the next patch or whenever Dormant Port comes. I'm getting more and more curious now that I think about different things. Okay, never mind. Let's continue.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you.
Your definition of curious is curious. Why do you seem so happy about it?
I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
Yes.
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
But aren't you plotting vengeance against us? You're not planning to take revenge at an opportune moment, are you? I doubt the Traveler will be in any danger whatsoever.
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the Acting Grand Master's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
That's kinda true. After all these years, I bet Paimon has met far weirder people already. Okay, let's go. Wait, they changed the quest, right? Yes, this is different. Speech and etiquette. In Mondstadt, go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. You successfully locate Eula, who agrees to teach you the customs of the Lawrence clan. To fulfill the task given to you by Master Jean, it seems you will need to undergo quite the rigorous training program. That we will have to do. I don't think Paimon has learned anything from this lesson though. She still calls many influential people with very bad names.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
About all that vengeance stuff. You won't really take revenge, will you? Oh, hi Umar. I hope you're having a lovely day. Just replaying some old quests today. Yeah, let's go. Are you going to take vengeance on us, Eula?
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go.
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
Yeah, apparently.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order.
It is tough to be Eula.
Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
She's definitely counting. She wasn't kidding at all.
But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, A man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand.
I think I'm starting to see what you mean.
Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to: your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Oh my, can you imagine if Paimon suddenly becomes super big and powerful one day? And she opens up with that line. The Paimonio wrath that we're going to see. Eula, you taught her this.
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
Oh my, no. This part I had completely forgotten, and I think with a reason. I mean, can't it be just at least good day to you, sir? Good morning to you, sir or madam?
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you.
Do you know what this actually reminds me of? When you study Japanese, you are also unfortunate enough to have to study something called Igo, which is like polite language, and you have to consider if the person is above you or below you, and then there is a different word for the word that already existed in normal language. No, thank you.
Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Seems like a lot of work just to greet a good friend.
Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
Of course it can.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close.
Of course it's like that.
It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
This is getting complicated. You mean you always have to talk this way?
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Do you think we will see something similar in Snezhnaya, actually? Are there still noblemen there? Blins consistently talks about noblemen of the past. I wonder how much of this court life survives in present-day Teyvat. I mean, they do have a tsaritsa still, so it should be present. I wonder if Eula will have to give us even more lessons in the near future.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Okay, let's practice. It might actually come in handy soon. Mr. Norman, you're going to be creeped out by us so much.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
Yeah, no one likes her, right? And even, like, this is from the event that is currently on right now in Genshin, but even now she was explaining that her subordinates were not giving her proper respect, even after all these years. I really feel like there is a need for a new story in Genshin to kind of finish the story of the Lawrence clan or find a resolution for it in some way.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Poor guy.
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
He won't do that.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Oh my, they go these manners, and yet it's so rude.
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange?
Pretty much.
The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do, just beat it.
I think you misunderstood her. She's just giving us a demonstration, that's all. We should have started with that, to be honest.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Oh, Eula.
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Why don't you just practice on us? Okay, let's find another victim, I guess. Leno? I don't... Is there a Leno going around Mondstadt? I don't remember this guy.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Yeah...
Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while.
Oh my... Wouldn't kneeling, show the difference in status much more than staring at the person?
Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
That escalated fast. Maybe we should just stop for now. Yeah, if you just go around asking people to kneel to you, no one is going to take that and be like, yeah, sure.
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to.
Another victim.
I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Wait, I couldn't talk with the other guy because he went away, but...
Listen, I have no idea what she's trying to do, but trust me, you two should just keep away from her.
I don't think so, Leno, but she's just trying to do something. Rando?
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
Yeah.
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
Maybe, we should just call it a day for now. Maybe everyone should just take a step back.
I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
How about no? We've bothered enough people already.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time.
And somehow, you still manage to brush it off with a laugh. I am starting to sympathize with you, especially knowing that this will continue even to present day. Hi Sivam, I hope you're having a lovely day. It's tough for Eula.
Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
So, you knew all along that we'd encounter these kinds of problems?
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either.
That's not the point here, Eula.
Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
I don't think so. Eula needs to spend time with Ito. She'd no longer have that aristocratic means of speaking. Yeah. Have they ever met? The two of them? I've obviously not played everything in Genshin because I started too late, but that would be a very interesting combo to see.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now, right? Right?
Yeah. I think I've got it. I'm still not too sure I can do this, but I'll not say that.
We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Uh-huh. They've never met in game. That would be so awesome to see. I can't imagine how that kind of meeting will go. Will Eula want to exact vengeance on him just on seeing him? Okay, let's continue.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement, but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Let's go. This is still the same quest, right? Yes. Okay. Wait, did it change? No. Okay. I just don't want to miss something. It'd be hella funny to see Aurora and Ito
Each time the snow falls.
and Aoife together. Yeah. That would be very interesting to see. Oh my, there is one of these things here that I haven't taken. Interesting. Never mind, not for today.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse.
You can just go around it. I just did that.
But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
I think I did that.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Yep. I'm used to this kind of challenge. Should be way easier than making conversation at least.
Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Now that I sounded so confident, I feel like I'm going to fail really hard. Let's see.
Good luck. Just remember, don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most inelegant.
Okay. So I just have to come here? A very weird way of training to be an aristocrat, but whatever floats her boat.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Thank you.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation.
Did the aristocrats actually fight? As far what I remember from reading stuff in Genshin is that they didn't want people to have halberds or spears because, you know, then they would be able to fight the aristocrats. But were they actually good at fighting at all?
There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle.
Is this how you normally train? No wonder you're so skilled. Eula would fit well with Fontanians, especially with someone like Navi and Clorand. She already met with Clorand, and they were awesome together. Now, only Navia is left.
My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we?
We shall. Let's go.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
It didn't change to... I forgot to change again to official.
Be silent.
Okay, it's just slimes. It's fine, it's fine.
To dust.
Ready?
Dodge this! Observe.
Kerplunk! Go, Clop!
Close your eyes.
You failed this time. What a shame.
Because I got
But
frozen?
not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Okay. How can I get frozen at the very last minute? Okay, let's change the visual and make things easier.
Behold, the princess and Teyvat.
The aristocrats had to fight as gladiators? They would... Yeah, I know about the Vanessa part. But were the aristocrats actually fighting? I thought they were mostly just watching them fight as a spectacle, rather than actually taking part in the fights. Okay, let me try this again.
Oz, we're chew on this.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
No, it escaped.
Wings of darkness. Go.
Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Okay.
Well done. Your performance was most impressive.
Well, it was only Hilicheros and slimes, but thank you.
And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same.
Oh, I was not calm. The traveler may have seemed calm, but I was very anxious after that first freezing. They enslave the people and have them fight. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Okay. Then we're on the same page, Sivam. That they were the ones that were basically watching everyone fight. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
I forgot about this part. She's going very hard at Paimon now.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, Paimon, you have to start picking up your weight. I can't protect you forever.
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all.
Oh, I've actually missed this. Because this is from the comic for sure. I have not finished reading the comic. I've read just maybe a chapter or a few chapters, I think. I started a long time ago and then completely forgot. But yeah, they were very awful for sure.
Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Maybe the weather is just too cold here. Maybe that's just Paimon's style.
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
What's that?
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk.
Oh.
Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
Absolutely.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, Don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
Thank you for looking after Paimon. You're strange.
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Okay, let's finally go find him. By the way, she was only teaching us how the Lawrence clan talks to people instead of just telling us what we should be saying to them.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
Hi and bye. Have a nice sleep then. Thank you for joining for a bit.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Yep.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together.
Oh, Sivam, I wouldn't mind at all. I think I've tried to start reading the comics like several times since I started playing the game, and I don't know why, but every single time I reach a certain point and then there are other things to do and I completely forget about it and then I start from the beginning. So I would love to just hear about it. The dragon was a major factor into how they turned bitter towards each other. Interesting. It's also interesting that the dragon was called Ursa, like a bear. Okay. I'll read all of this that you're going to write while I do this.
Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Accepting Amber's invitation, you and Eula
Is there something else you'd like to order?
sit on the table.
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
Tara is so nice to Amber.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
How dare you want us to eat healthily?
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrat seemed to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
Gebratenes Fleisch with meat vengeance.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
So even Amber doesn't escape your vengeance?
Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious. And I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Who? Who dislikes Amber?
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
After an awkward pause, everyone resumes cheerfully chatting.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time.
Poor her. Poor Sarah getting all the money.
All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Wait, can I talk with Sarah?
Here, the Gebratinus Fleischmitz sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot, otherwise the flavor will be spoiled.
I was just trying to see if she has a conversation for the quest. Yeah, she has the quest. My brain is not braining today. Kaya was an adopted brother of Canarian origin. Yes, I know this. Diluc's father Crepus took Kaya in. They were inseparable. Yes, I know everything about Kaya and Diluc. And they couldn't beat it. Oh, so this is actually the part I didn't know. That Crepus was actually fighting with Ursa. I knew about the delusion thing and how it inevitably led to his end. I did not know that that fight was actually about Ursa. It was what broke Kaya that day. Yeah. The things about after the death and during the death are actually explained in-game, so I've read all of these in character conversations and their stories. Diluc saw this as betrayal and fought him for it. For the Canarian origin, right? Yeah. That part with the vision and everything, that is all explained in game. And yeah, and the leaving the Knights of Favonius. I did not know about Ursa though. That... I don't know why, but I thought it was just some confrontation with, I don't know, people that broke Crepus. I really have to read this comic. I don't know why I constantly stop. Maybe I just picked the wrong time to start it and then get swamped with other things. But I definitely want to see what happens there with the Drake. Okay, let's take this dish.
And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Yeah.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself.
Yeah, and again, even now, after all these years with her subordinates, which is the most heartbreaking part,
So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
I think I understand now. So that's what she meant when she said it was hard for a bad person to try to be good.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision.
Oh, and by the way, Sivam, thank you for writing all this for me. I was geeking out about everything and forgot to say thank you. But thank you, you gave me so much information.
At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family.
Yeah, it's tough to be Eula.
But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly.
It's good that you're able to understand her. If only there were more people like you.
I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it.
She definitely won't.
Take care. Please come again.
Okay, I did get a quest item though. Wait a second. Well packaged Gebratinous Fleisch mit Sauerkraut. Sauerkraut. I forgot how to pronounce this thing. A quest item. A serving of Gebratinous Fleisch mit Sauerkraut that has already been packed. A curious smell wafts from within. You've heard that this is a hidden menu item that only long-time patrons know of, and the hoi polloi cannot appreciate its flavor. Fair enough, you think? Yeah, it is fair enough.
Please don't tell Eula a word of what I've said.
I won't, don't worry.
She might think I'm being too nosy.
Her vengeance will be exacted on you. Also, a cool fact is Kaya's C6 constellation is a shield that pops up when he's at low health. To how he got his vision when he nearly died to Diluc. Yeah, I did not know this about C6 Kaya. I have C1 Kaya though. I got him from the Mondstadt banner. This time when I was pulling for Albedo. Okay, new quest. Through the motions, to the heart. Windwale Highland Mondstadt. Head towards Springvale and look for Schubert. You get through the aristocratic conduct training, albeit with some hiccups along the way. During the training, you believe you may have discovered what shapes Eula's personality. You say goodbye to Eula and decide to act. First, you will procure a greeting gift. Then you will meet with Schubert once more. Let's go. Oh, he was in a very stupid place, right? Like I have to climb to get there? I don't remember what is actually the best place to go. Oh, it's a C4? I don't have C4 either. I have not looked at Kaya's constellations, to be honest. I've always known that, like, the beginner characters, him and Lisa and Amber, are practically almost impossible to get. So, I didn't even care to check them. Okay, it was not actually that bad.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Maybe that's the only thing he managed to salvage.
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two.
I wish I could rid myself of you, but we have heard that aristocrats are most magnanimous. Please, if I may be so bold as to say a few humble words.
A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate enough.
He looked like a cat that is closing its eye when it's closing its eyes when you scratch its ears. Oh my Schubert.
Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
So gracious of you.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
Before I go further, I wish to express my will of resistance. It is an honor to stand before you here, immersed in your supreme brilliance.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
I am definitely not laughing on the inside.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech?
I was fortunate enough to benefit from the knowledge of a dear friend. I refined my conduct with some instruction in the classics, courtesy of a dear friend.
Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Huh? Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish.
I couldn't believe this when I played this quest for the first time, and I can't believe it now as well, that he isn't immediately thinking about Eula. Like, how is he not suspicious how much we know? Leave the pretty words aside. That dish. Wouldn't he think, how did I find out about this dish that is not even on the menu?
It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Schubert relishes the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut.
Ah, yes, this aroma, just as I remember it, and this exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
Oh, Paimon, there are better things to eat, probably.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request.
It seems there is a word that the Lawrence family has a grand scheme of sorts.
Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret.
I wish to lend you a helping hand, I would like to do what I can for the nobility. Poor guys. No one kneeling to them.
Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself.
Where are we going?
To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
I think we need to be careful. Perhaps this is what the old aristocrats see as most important, but let's be careful.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
We'll look at the chair. This fancy chair really stands out in front of such an old, tattered tent. Schubert must really treasure this chair. Only a true aristocrat would bother maintaining luxury items in circumstances like this. I sat on his chair. Oh my... Is Flint's clipping through the chair? He has too much hair. Okay, let's go find Schubert. It's here. Behind enemy lines. After winning Schubert's trust, he has decided to take you to see his friends from a distant land. The Fatui may be skulking within, so make sure to be fully prepared before stepping forward to investigate. Should I bring... I think Eula will be there, but... Okay, let's bring Kyle
Ready
just
when you are.
to be sure that I can't... that I can do any mechanism they put for me.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden?
I don't wish to be seen by any strangers. It's only proper for aristocrats to wear a mask.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Yeah, and you don't think they will recognize us now?
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest. As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
There are too many rules, Mr. Schubert. Actually, he's in the... This is what a real nobleman looks like, Mr. Schubert.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
Yep.
As expected.
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Our preparations have been thorough, but I still can't shake this uneasy feeling.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, Piotr.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know,
It's definitely not the traveler. I mean, she has a mask.
they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Don't wander about if you don't have business being here.
Okay,
But come
Boris.
here with us. They don't dare to question you.
What
Of
the?
course, that is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
I don't think so, Schubert. Hi, Ivan.
Who are you?
No one?
Just because someone brought you here, don't think you can wander around.
Why not? I mean, enjoy your beer. Ah, this nobleman walking is truly slow.
Where have I seen this person before?
Oh, in so many places.
And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
This might have been the rudest thing they've said about Paimon.
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Apologize to me.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries.
That's not an apology.
Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Is it in cursive?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. there would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it.
I mean, maybe a few other people will know about it.
Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
Even the Fatui are tired of these guys.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is all. For now.
Very well.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
No need to keep up appearances. The jig is up.
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust! Dust!
And brief? I think they got the message, Paimon.
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me?
Yep.
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh, we'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
They're running off in different directions!
Oh no, this one.
Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later. Chew on this!
Okay, I already killed Kaya many times yesterday, and Shaya was very angry with me, so
Night falls.
I'll do my best this time.
Dodge this!
Kerplunk!
Observe.
The door is open! Let's go!
Wait, I really can't go anywhere that way? Was there, like, a return to this place? Wait, Eula's already there?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
I don't think you'll be so lucky, Schubert.
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
It was all worth it. Things progressed much faster than we anticipated.
Aha! I see now! So you're the one that taught them our etiquette! And I thought you despised such pleasantries!
He realizes it at this point. How did he not realize it much sooner? That the only person who could have taught us about the meal, at least, was Eula.
Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me.
This guy, to have such faith in himself and in his family. It's actually kinda sad. Well, until you remember that he wants everyone to kneel to them.
Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Oh my. Poor Eula.
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to.
And now we go through that place. Okay, I didn't need to bring Kaya.
Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
The Fatui are in possession of a diagram of Mondstadt's defenses. The Fatui are planning something terrible.
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
I hope this time she's actually serious about it.
Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram.
Okay, let's go find it.
More speed. Crush!
I killed Eula. I had her for like 3 seconds and I already killed her. I thought it would just stop. When I use the cryo, it would just stop and then I can run on top of it. I'm sorry, Eula. You'll probably die even more in the Imaginarium Theater next week. You should just accept it.
Freeze! They're here! Stop them!
Okay. Wait, I should better actually learn how to play with
Let the
Eula.
show begin.
Beg for mercy.
She's like a shatterer, right?
Rah!
Okay, so I basically use her skill
Crush!
and then normal attacks? I would definitely have to use her in Imaginarium next week. I mean, I have only Kaya on this account with Cryo.
I'll protect us.
Shudder! Rah! Crush! Rah! Beg for mercy. Rah! More speed. Crush!
Well, at least against these enemies she's doing well enough.
Shudder! Yeah.
Cool it!
Wait, what does her burst do?
Freeze to the core!
Wait, it's just one big hit? It doesn't give her
Beg for
even
mercy.
infusion?
Rah! Yeah. Rah!
That's so sad.
Crush! Beg for mercy.
I didn't want to go there, but Is there something on top here? These old domains are full with tiny chests that I have mostly missed on my first playthrough. And now I'm feeling very anxious about it. But I think there isn't anything, right? Okay. I got lost. Where am I supposed to go? This way? Did I come from here? I think I came from here. Okay. I found a way.
More speed.
How many times can I fail in one go? I lost my elevator. I was thinking if this is the correct way and it went up. Okay, it's back. It would have been so funny if it was like just staying up there and I would have had to start the whole thing over.
There it is! That's where they put the diagram!
Okay.
So you've tracked us here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight! You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Oh, this guy does not have a chance, even
Beg
against
for
Eula.
mercy.
Wait, Sivam, I can see that you're commenting, but I'm trying to not die again.
Vengeance will be mine.
Oh my, your vengeance is not very powerful, Eula.
This must be it. They may very well have already made a copy of it.
You're supposed to apply Electro. Oh, for superconduct? So someone like Fisho, a cryo battery like Diona and Mika, you need to use her burst and keep using normal attack. Oh, and her burst is charged by using normal attacks and gives out a huge burst of physical damage? Wait, her burst gives physical damage? Okay, I only have Fisho though as a battery. I don't have Diona nor Mika. Wait, Mika is one of the starting characters in the next in this Imaginarium theater, right? I guess I'll use both of them together. I'm very worried to how next week is going to go with those things. But that's for next week.
But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone.
Right. That's what I was thinking. That would be putting the cart before the horse.
Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
By the way, why did you follow us here?
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier.
Her vengeance is here.
I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
So getting the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses was your way of exacting vengeance? Guess we're even now, right?
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look!
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story.
Of course.
You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Okay.
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
So, does that make us your arch enemies?
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Sure. Well, see you around.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Okay. No, that was actually the very end. There isn't anything like... Yeah, it was the very end. Well, I don't know if... The quests now have become so much longer. For story quests, for Archon quests. It's kind of good actually that these ones can be comfortably finished in like 2 hours or so. Hour and a half to 2 hours. But yeah. There wasn't even like a big cutscene. That's the one thing that I would have wished to be different. But anyway. I do wonder if they would do something with the Lawrence clan in Dormant Port. If it is finally coming to Genshin Impact. I mean, there is no way that Schubert was the only one that was like a bad egg remaining in that clan. But we shall see. We shall see. The other thing they teased about other knights that we don't know was K-Zone at 3 and 5, right? So they might do something with that as well there. Whatever those people are doing. But yeah. Okay. Quest finished. I have some very unfortunate things to do. I have emails, well, mails that are expiring in a few days. There was one, yeah, this one. And then, so many more that I have to read today or they will disappear forever, which is very unfortunate. So, Bookworm Challenge, here we go. Stygian Onslaught, Disturbance Outbreak, Event Racing, Ending, Tender Paimon. Dear Traveler, the Stygian Onslaught Crush and Obliterate Challenge Psycho Disturbance Outbreak will end soon. Please remember to take part and claim your rewards in time. Everything fell while I was trying to do stuff. Okay, one mayo down. At least these ones give primos. Reward code redeemed. Sender Genshin Impact Operations Team. Dear Traveler, here is your reward from redeeming the code. Reward code redeemed. Sender Genshin Impact Operations Team. Dear Traveler, here is your reward for redeeming the code. And reward code redeemed. Sender Genshin Impact Operations Team. Dear Traveler, here is your reward for redeeming the code. Okay, those were the important ones. Okay. The important thing now is I don't want to read more mails. I really don't enjoy that part of the challenge. But before I finish for today, I do have like a few more minutes. And there is one anecdote with Eula. So I'm definitely doing that one. I can't see the time. Ah, I saw it. Just a second to make a note. Okay, let's go. Anecdote. Eula. At Cliffwatch Camp. Not cry. At the Cliffwatch Camp, you run into Eula once again. He is in the middle of a conversation with Flins. Okay, let's go. I'm surprised that Flins has come all the way here. He prefers to stay in his cemetery.
Well, Mr. Flint, now we're completely out of options. Who on earth came up with the idea to have Miss Aino attend the big meeting at headquarters? It couldn't possibly have been her request, could it?
What?
It was me.
What? Why?
You? Please tell me this is part of some new trick.
It certainly is. When a solitary leaf takes to the breeze, it cannot fail but draw the eye. Yet when a multitude of leaves depart in unison, the singular form can no longer be distinguished.
Ah, I get it. And this is both from the Traveler and me. The more people there are, the easier it is to skip class, of course.
Sharp as ever, I see. Still, I must express my great regret for being unable to participate in such an enlightening assembly.
He didn't even go. That's Flynn's for you.
Be that as it may, Mr. Flynns, look at all the autumn leaves in this building. I imagine all of them would love to fly away quickly. I can already imagine all their excuses. Stomach aches, headaches, outstanding assignments, emergency deployments.
How are you so familiar with this? You've skipped your fair share too, haven't you?
Nope. They've used up all the excuses and left none for me. I mean, good heavens. We once had 20 Ratniki down with stomach aches, 15 who hurt their legs in a fall, 6 struck by fevers, and 8 with urgent matters to attend to.
That's very believable.
If an outsider saw this, they'd think our headquarters had been raided by the Wild Hunt.
In all fairness to them, if this place were genuinely to face a sudden incursion of the Wild Hunt, I am confident that they'd be here in full force.
Very funny, sir, but I have no intention of attending a meeting with the Wild Hunt.
And neither do I. Yet, as we both know, the Wild Hunt seem to have a special fondness for playing the part of uninvited guests.
Anyhow, I'm usually the only one left in the entire meeting room. And then, I still have to deliver the meeting minutes to the absentees after it's done.
Poor guy.
Then I must extend my sincere gratitude for your efforts.
That was so rude. Wait, Eula, the only viable physical main in game other than Razor? You feel the Tore might be physical if he's ever playable? Interesting. I don't think the Tore will ever be playable. I mean, I don't think that he'll be playable, to be honest. But why would he be physical if he were playable? I see him... I actually have no idea. I've never thought what he would do mechanically in-game. It could be physical, who knows?
Could you come by yourself next time, then?
As I said before, such frustrations likewise possess an uncanny propensity to show up without invitation.
When can this poor leaf finally drift away?
I am starting to feel like Flynn's genuinely hates Eula. I mean, he talks about how water is tasteless and the worst thing ever, and then gives whole buckets of it to Eula.
No need to drift away completely. Just a little further than the nearest leaf.
Thank you, but I'm the leaf nearest to you, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Rest assured, young master, we'll all make landfall together. Besides, I'm inclined to believe that no autumn leaf ever falls where it shouldn't.
Oh my, poor Eula.
All right, let me think. My stomach doesn't hurt. My legs are fine, I don't have a fever, and I've no urgent matters to attend to.
Sounds like you're doing pretty well then, all in all.
Ah, poor guy. Poor guy.
Preparation comes first.
Okay, let's find this anecdote. Eula. Flynn's and Eilua's day off. At Cliff Watch Camp, you run into Eula and Flynn's once again. According to them, Aino is heading their way to conduct the class. For these two Ratniki, the top priority right now is figuring out a way to get out of studying without raising suspicion. Of course it is. Just a second, please. Okay, and I think I've collected enough to get a reward actually. Yay! Ah, I love the Chlorant one from yesterday. I hope there are more with her. Well, that was the last thing I could do today either way, so... It is a bit early though. Ah, I don't want to finish earlier than I am supposed to. Maybe... Wait. How do I change to compass? I have already completed every zone in Notcry 200%, but in all of them there are like small things that I have not unlocked. So I can just go around and collect a few of those while we chat away the last 10 minutes or so of the stream. Do you think that Eula will get a second quest, by the way? As I said multiple times during this stream, I feel like there is more to do with the Lawrence clan than what we have seen until now. Has there even ever been like a flagship event with them? I don't think so, right? Wait, up? Where is this chest? Oh, okay.
Not to be sniffed at.
Oh, this area was with the wild hunt mechanic, right? And I'm already out of it. Okay. This patch will be... How have I missed this one? I don't know if you remember, but when I was searching for things here to make it until 90% for the challenge, I went around this place like 1,000 times. And I had still missed so many chests, it's ridiculous. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that this patch will be so good for the challenge. I've already done so many extra things, and that's very good. I was getting so behind. I was really feeling like I would never be able to finish the challenge, ever. You don't think Eula will get a second quest because only Archons do? But Yuimiya has 2 quests, doesn't she? She's the example that comes to mind immediately. So, I don't know. I feel like any character can get... Cyno! Even Cyno has a second quest.
Ready?
I should have changed official.
Be silent. Observe.
Dodge this!
Chew on this! Kerplunk!
Oh, I should have definitely changed.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark? Observe. Night falls. Freeze.
Ah, there we go. Oh, but there are more?
Chew on this! Kerplunk! Let's dance!
Close your eyes. Night falls. Observe. Do you fear the dark? Cool it. Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls.
Okay, is that all? I was not planning to get into such a big fight. For Sino, the second story quest is the one with Setos, yes. And for Yoimiya's second quest is one of the few story quests that I have never played through. Hers, Emily's, and I think a few more. I haven't played even the one with Setos actually for Sino. I started the Bookworm challenge before I finished with all the quests on my main account, and I decided it would be just better to do them here first and not stream like twice at the end of the day these things. So yeah, I have definitely missed some important lore for sure. How have I not noticed this before?
Shadow Raven,
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark? Not to be sniffed at.
Okay. And the last ones are... I haven't even unlocked the one that is with... in the Shrine of the Depths. Wait, where is it? Wait. I never leveled up the statue of Columbina here to the last level here? That's so weird. Why? Am I missing one? Yes, I am missing one. And what was weird that it did not appear anywhere. I think the last time I came to explore around here, I was looking everywhere and I couldn't find even one Lunoculus left in the world, even though there's supposed to be at least two. One for the statue and one to be extra. That is so unfair. Okay. I'm going to take this last thing and... Is even one here? Seriously? Okay, and then I will finish for today and continue tomorrow. Where is this thing? I saw it. I'm very curious where this Lunoculus could be. I've literally done all the quests I could find. I've explored every zone. Maybe it's here, where the compass points. Is this thing? I feel like I'm about to start something big. No, this is just... Do I have enough? Okay, let's unlock this thing. And let's see how I'll get absolutely nothing. Oh! I mean, it would have been nice to be with crit rate, but... And with crit damage here, but... okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. You see what my luck is. This is kinda okay-ish. I'm desperate. Is this something? This is not anything, right? HP. But this is more for Varka, right? That I don't even have on this account. Let's not save too much. Either way, I already have... Oh, there are not that many. It's my main account that has tons of 5-star artifacts that are absolutely useless and yet still locked. Yes, Ivam, those characters definitely have a second quest. I also don't think Eula would get one, to be honest. I just wonder if they would do something with the Lawrence clan or not. Especially with Dormant Port. But we shall see. Genshin has been changing how it works lately. I think even Columbina might not get a quest, to be honest. Because she gets the Selenic Chronicles. Almost all the Archon quests in Notcry are about her. So, we'll see. We'll see how they will proceed from here on out. But anyway, for today, I really have to stop now, unfortunately. But I will return tomorrow and continue with the Bookworm Challenge. Thank you everyone for watching and for chatting with me and everything. And bye bye for now. See you another day.